everyone, welcome back to the channel, Hysteria Projects. I hope you're doing well. This is a general message. Take what resonates and leave the rest behind, please. Your energy is so divine, is so beautiful. It really is. Your energy is so beautiful. Okay. So let's get into it. You have had some toxic loves in your life, okay? There's one in particular here that I'm getting they would like your forgiveness, but at the same time, you've already forgiven them, and they also know this. Again, your energy is so beautiful. Okay? You're so connected. You are a blessing. And whoever this toxic partner was, this person is having dreams about you. This person This person is doing a lot of reflecting right now. This person is looking at their shadow. Looking at their own actions. They're thinking about a lot, okay? And what is sticking out is you. And how blessed you are. How beautiful you are. You know, like just looking at these two cards right here, this being your energy, like a doorway to heaven, okay? I mean, that's extreme, but that is that energy, okay? Whereas this one here, it's almost given like a toxic brew, a poison. You know what I mean? And it's night and day difference. It really is. This person is seeing that. They're seeing you. This person feels like they're drowning and crushing under the weight of what they're seeing. You are the blessing here, okay? You were a blessing to this person. Like, when this person sees you, you know, they see you now. They see you. This person was doing too much. This person was riding in the fast lane, so to speak, okay? This person was very toxic. And your ancestors stepped in here to restore balance. And you even prayed for help. You even prayed for help. You have been spiritually protected throughout this entire process with this person. Excuse me. Through the whole process. You know, and you are now in your power. You're in your divinity. You're wearing your crown. You know, it's your favorite thing to be close to God, to have your heart open, you know, to God, to this journey, to spirit. You know, it's the key, you know, to your awakening. And this person just didn't want to go down that rabbit hole, okay? This person wanted to stay toxic. This person wanted to not change, all right? There's a predator vibe as well. And when you prayed, when you asked your ancestors and your loved ones and God to step in and, you know, balance things out here, you prayed for something, protection, for help, guidance, whatever this may be. And they were right there for you. Right there for you. They really were. They're exposing this person. They're exposing this person of their toxic ways, their predatory ways. You know, it's very clear that you've transformed. And because of that transformation that you've gone through, you know, that is that key to the divine, that key to spirit here. And, you know, you have angels and ancestors and friends, passed on friends that are really going to bat for you. You know, you've been protected this whole time. Even in the moments where you didn't feel like you had anything or anybody, you know, the divine was there. And with this balancing that's taking place, for this person, this toxic person, they're being exposed. They're going to have to undergo a true transformation, you know, not a fake one. They're actually going to have to undergo the process here. Go to God. And you're being given multiple keys. Multiple keys. You're being given a key of action and motivation and passion. You're being given a key of stability and long term. You're being given a key of financial wealth. You know, that's that hard work paid off. And you've also been given a key to spirit. You know, you have the key to your own heart. There's so many keys, you know, and these keys were key to your freedom, were key to your forward movement, are key to your forward movement. So this balancing that's taking place, you know, you're being blessed with new passion, new structure, just new. New roots, new foundations. I'm telling you, just you're being gifted. And this other person is too. This toxic person is also being gifted. But this is going to be through their exposure. They're going to have to undergo a transformation. The transformation is their gift. You know. And you've already been going through this transformation. You're standing in power. You're very close to the divine, or the divine. You know, you're structured with life. Like, as messy and chaotic as life is, you do find some order to the chaos. And you do that through spirit. You do that through source. You do that through your ascension. You know, you are in such a beautiful state, in a beautiful place. You really are blessed. You are a blessing. You're somebody that is very important. I mean, this person, it's like they came in running after you. It had all kinds of stuff going on. Yeah, and no. You've how do I word this? I wanted to say you're crossed to the other side, but there's a better way to explain this, because that seems like you're dead or something, and you're not. But you're not in this chaos. You're not in this cowboy, you know what I'm saying? You resonate on a spiritual plane. You resonate on a spiritual level. Your energy is so much higher than this earthly shit. This chaos, this poison, this toxicity. You're so protected and guided, and that's why you're safe. That's why, that's why everything is going okay. Ascension, ascension, ascension. I mean, this person is going to have to go through their ascension. And you're being blessed with so many new things. There's no time limit on this process. There's no time limit on how long it takes to do certain things within yourself. Okay, healing, and it never stops. It never stops. Okay, but there are certain things that when we work on them, they're no longer negatively affecting us. They're no longer impacting our lives, right? Therefore, we can move on to the next thing. And you have been on this continuous process of trying to heal, trying to ascend, trying to really work on your connection with Source, work on your connection with the divine here. And they have been stepping with you, dancing with you the whole way through, okay? The whole way through. You have this wise and divine energy about you. And you stand strong for what you believe in. You do. This person could have thought that you had them under some kind of love spell, or tried to put you under some kind of love spell or something. Laughable things, right? But it just shows where this person's mental state was. This person is toxic. You, again, there's such a heavy level of protection around you, because you are a gift. You are. The Lovers, Ten of Cups. You are the gift. You are the blessing. And you're getting new. You're getting new stability, new passion. It's brewing. It is. It is, because that is part of how this will balance out. And that's coming from your ancestors. You have a passed on friend that is very actively going to have a part in this person's exposure and this person's awakening, okay? And your ancestors are blessing you with new passion, new stability, new love. You know? And I'm getting here, you know, that you don't feel bad for this person. And that's not saying you don't have empathy for this person. No, no, no. You don't feel bad for this person because you ascended through despair. You ascended through your depression, and I'm getting that a lot of that weight came from this person, you know? And this person is in a lot of despair, is feeling a lot of weight. And this is going to be triggering their ascension here. They're being exposed. I mean, there's a lot going on, but this is going to balance things. We have the Hierophant coming out. That's, I mean, it's like night and day energy here. It's like divinity and cowboys. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. But I'm getting that these keys you're being given are going to be huge. And the reason why they are so huge is because the imbalance was so huge. The imbalance was like night and day. And if you were in the darkness and you're in the light, you are radiating this power, this love, this divinity, this connection, this peace, this love, okay? You're radiating this. You still hold this innocence about you. You still take pleasure in your favorite things, as simple as they may be. You do have a beautiful heart. And when I say you don't feel bad for this person, you know, there is a sense of sadness here. There is a sense of sorry. There is a sense of this forgiveness energy here, okay? But I'm getting that energy is because you know who you are. And you're sorry that this person is going to have to go through this very dark process. And you know what that feels like. You do. You know what that feels like. So, I mean, you don't feel bad for this person, but you do feel, you know, like, damn, you know, judgment. And this is balancing things. This is going to balance everything back out. You receiving all this new, and this person undergoing an awakening. This person going through their own ascension here. 7 of Wands, yeah. You know, you stand up for what you believe in. And what you believe in is the divine. You believe in God. You believe in your ancestors. You believe in spirit. And you sticking up for them, they're sticking up for you. I mean, you have so much protective energy around you. You are so close, you know, with Source here, that this imbalance was unjust. It really was. I mean, this feels like such a huge imbalance. That your life is really about to be quite beautiful and very new, very, very new. Lots of keys. That could be significant for somebody, but lots of keys here. Okay. Let's see. It says sacral chakra. You are highly sensitive to chemicals, additives, processed foods, and energies right now. Respect your sensitivities by avoiding harsh items, situations, and relationships. Okay? I'm saying, like, poison. Okay? You're protecting yourself. You're protecting and standing up for what you believe in. Your energy is so beautiful. So beautiful. You are the blessing. You are a blessing. And you're about to have some very new things come into your life because that is what's needed to balance these scales. And these are big, okay? Big blessings. So I hope this message helped. And until next time, bye.